I know you've moved from one party to the other, and I keep asking, what informs this transition, for politicians? And here you are, I know you've done a bit of it. Can you educate us?
Yeah, I think I was with the opposition when I came in 1999 with the APP. Then from APP, it went to ANPP. So I was there for 2 terms. So when my former governor, Boni Haruna, insisted that I have to come to Adamawa State to go for the House of Representatives, it's 2 local government that the other local government have gone twice. So Minchika local government has to go. And with all that he has seen and heard, he wants me to replicate it and let the people know what representative is all about. Again, I never know anybody. The first time I've been to Adamawa State on my local government was 1983 when I followed my late uncle. When he came in with his 911 to drop some certain things in there, and then he wanted to move. So I jumped into the 911 with him, at least to have a flare of where my parents' roots
Were you at the back or
in the front?
Okay.
Yes, they have a lot of luggages in at the back of the 911. Well, it was a beautiful ride anyway. With your uncle, anywhere you stop, you get something to just put in your mouth or drink tea on the way. So I went there and I was like, I don't know anybody. I told him, I don't know anybody. I don't have a platform. He said, you can ride on my platform. And again, he was in PDP. I was in AMPP. So my late dad, I called him and I said, if you come, find over, but the PDP in Adamawa is divided into 2. But I will advise you now to lean yourself with the Marwa faction and the governor. So I asked the governor, I was 6 months pregnant with my last son. And I said, sir, which party are we going to go into if I'm coming? He said, one leg in and one leg is still standing. But again, I followed my father because we did a lot of permutation. And I asked questions and I knew that this wing will be better. So I leaned into it. And what sold me to the people was, I think I can now beat my chest and said, my letter, we call it the newsletter of your constituents, sold me out. I never knew it went far away. And they said, no, it has never happened in our constituency. So is it what somebody can bring you this? Somebody can bring you healthcare. Somebody can do that. So why don't you try this leave? Yeah, and the newsletter was one that sold me out in Adamawa State. And when we started it, it's a different terrain. Here, urban based. There, rural based. So you need to know how you can meander and mingle yourself with them. And at the end of the day, I didn't do much of the campaign. My newsletter sold me out more.
In fact, you did so well there that at a point we assumed you were going to become the governor. At a point.
It's not easy. That one is another story on its own for another day. But nobody knows what God destiny has for one in the future. But like I said earlier, when you are transparent enough with people to know who you are, then I think that the one again has helped. No, Binta can do it. Binta can't do it. So when your A is yea, let it be yea. If your nay is nay, let it be nay. But like one thing that kept me moving, I never make promises that I cannot fulfill. And you can't force me to make a promise, which I know, because I'm looking for your vote. I said, I will do this, I will do that. I said, And I think that's one of the things that has made me to be maybe a different politician.
Very transparent.
Well, politician, yeah.